Hey guys, welcome to the kitchen. So I'm super excited for tonight. I've been wanting to do a live cooking session here on the channel for a really long time. And now that I've been doing these live streams every Thursday night, 7:30, I really wanted to kind of experiment with it. So I decided we're going to make chicken cutlets tonight. We're going to do this the old school way, and we're going to do it very much simple. So if you want to kind of learn how to kick up your chicken cutlet recipe, I'm going to show you some simple ways and some of my tricks to help you do that. Now, a couple things, orders of business that I'd like to tell you about. I have a new free cookbook. If you go in the description, there's a link to join my email list. If you do that, I'll send you a free cookbook. It's all instant. You click a button and you do that and you're all set. Make sure you like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All that stuff really helps out. We're really spiraling. The channel is growing really fast. So I really appreciate all the support. And the other thing is to support these future streams, I have a merch link in there. And I also have Buy Me a Coffee where you can pick up now 2 of my cookbooks. So if you do that, you support future streams. And later on in the broadcast here, I will tell you about something I have planned for next week that is amazing. I'm planning something big for next week. The other order of business is shout outs. If you leave a comment in the chat, I have my computer right here. So this whole area is set up. I got everything all set here. We got stuff ready to cook. We got stuff ready to show you how to cook. And I got my computer. There's wires. There's lights all over the place. It's insane. But leave a comment in the chat, and I'll put some comments on the screen while we have some downtime in between steps here. Shouldn't take very long, but let's relax and let's do this chicken cutlets. So I have some chicken, raw chicken alert. What I'll do is I'm going to move the camera to a different place. So I don't want you to get, nauseous or anything. I'm going to try to do it with as little motion as possible and show you kind of the first steps to doing everything. What you need to make this recipe is chicken cutlets sliced thin. You could use thighs, but just make sure they're pounded out thin. I like breast better. You'll need some seasoning. I like to use Emerald's Essence, and we'll get to that in just a second. Flour, egg, breadcrumb, and then oil. The oil I'm going to use to fry tonight is a sunflower oil, which is basically vegetable oil. You can use olive oil, but I'll talk about some of the pitfalls to using extra virgin olive oil. I like to use these little containers to do my breading station because breading chicken and stuff could be very messy. So I have 3 laid out, one for flour, one for egg, one for breadcrumb. And the purpose here will be to make cleanup a little easier and also make it so I don't get this all over my hands. And I think as far as other hardware you need a frying pan. I'm going to use just a stainless steel frying pan for this. You could use a cast iron. I would say you risk it getting a little bit darker when you use cast iron. So go with stainless steel. I'm just doing like one chicken breast that I sliced really thin. And here's what we got. So I am going to move the camera to a different spot. All right, so you can see my chicken breast. How's the audio? Give me a thumbs up on the audio if it sounds good. Always season, like Emerald used to say. I don't know where you got your chicken, but where I got mine, it didn't come seasoned. Salt and pepper first. And I have here, speak of the devil, Emerald's Essence. And I put it in a little ramekin so that I can, bam, bam. So we did it, guys. And you want to do both sides. Thanks for letting me know that, Dom. Salt, pep. While we have some downtime, I'll show you where you guys are just hanging out. Bam, 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 bam. All right. That was kind of fun. So there's our chicken cutlet. You don't want to waste any seasonings, so just get it in there. Container. Now, you see I'm using whole wheat flour, white whole wheat flour. I don't know what that even means. You could use all-purpose flour. It really doesn't matter. This is just going to dry the chicken out a little bit and give your egg something to stick to. All right, here we are. So chicken in the flour. Now you could get really weird with it if you want and toss your lid on. I'm not going to do that because I can just do it with some thongs. So there we go. Got to hire a producer. All right. Next one, egg. So this is your standard restaurant breading. Mix up that egg really good. Okay, doke. Now, I'm also notorious about not wanting to waste much of this stuff. The egg I don't care too much about, but I like to use as little flour and as little breadcrumb as possible. So maybe about a quarter cup, half a cup there. So now we go, I'm going to do another little quick coating in the flour. This goes a lot easier if you actually do use your hands, but I really do not want to have to dismantle this lighting setup to wash my hands right now. So get it in the egg and really mix it around. Now, you don't have to use Emerald's essence. I just am obsessed with Emerald. In fact, I will show you something. I use Emerald pans. That's a fun fact that has not come out on the channel yet. Maybe it has. I don't know. I've made almost 300 videos now for the channel here, if you can believe that. All right. So there is our egg, breadcrumb. So this is as simple as it gets. This is that's $10 in a restaurant. So what I'm going to do, if you bear with me here a sec. Now just remember, these are the dirty tongs. So I got my pan. I'm going to add some oil, just enough to coat the bottom of the pan. Now, when my mom used to make me this, my mom used to make me this almost every night because I would not eat anything else that she would cook. Not a knock on my mom's cooking at all. I was very picky as a kid. So you get to learn fun stuff. The oil's going to expand when you heat it up. Most oils expand by like 1.5%. So this is going to come up a little bit higher. I don't want to be eating a ton of oil right now. So I'm going to put that on the stove, and we'll move you guys to the stove. Excuse my, sorry. There we go. Right to the stove. And you see I got a whole bunch of chicken cutlets already breaded. So we go medium to medium low. And then here's a closer look at the one we got breaded. Just get it nice and coated. I'll probably cook that one later. I like these to actually sit for about 20-30 minutes before I fry them. So how's everybody doing? Let me put some comments up on the screen here. We got Roz in the building. We got Van Dominic. Time to do this Emerald lifestyle. That's exactly what we're trying to do here. Let's throw up. We got a Brian G. Bam Bam. Love it. And then we got a comment from Roz. Love white whole wheat flour. Recently added to things. Use 50-50 mix to make banana bread. That sounds really good. Yeah, I mean, I like the white whole wheat because it's basically like using white flour. You get the benefits of the extra fiber and stuff from the whole wheat. Let's see what we got here. I see we have some new people in the stream. If you can do me a favor, hit that thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, do that. Also, there's a link to a free ebook in the description below. And right now I'm waiting for oil to heat. Also, my brother Dominic, Van Dominic on YouTube, has a new EP premiering on YouTube tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. It's a labor of love. He's been working on it really hard. So if you can check that out tomorrow morning, set a reminder. Subscribe to him too while you're here. If you like me, you're gonna like him. Brian, we got more BAMs coming on the way. So to kind of give you guys a little spoiler, I have a guest lined up for next week. I have my entire content next week is going to get taken over by Oreo. I am going to do a whole bunch of Oreo related content. It's going to be amazing. And I have a really special guest coming on for that. And in a few weeks, I actually lined up a local chef, probably one of the most popular local chefs in the area, to come onto the stream and talk to me a little bit about what he's doing and some of the cool stuff. I don't want to reveal who it is yet, but if you follow me on social media, you probably can. There's probably some hints there. All right, so here we go. I think our oil is ready. So let me get you there. You got some action in the chat talking about Dom's EP. Like I said, go check that out if you haven't. Yeah, this oil is ready to go. The way you know it's ready to go is if you take a little bit of the breadcrumb and put it on there, it starts to dance a little bit. And it's just about there. What I like about using a frying pan, and you also see, I actually sliced these and pounded them really thin, like razor thin almost. So yeah, the breadcrumb I put in there is bubbling. You could hear that. So I'm just going to do 2 at a time, because that's basically the surface area at the bottom of the pan there. You could hear it kind of sizzling a little bit. Now that has to go for a few minutes on the first side. I would say maybe like 3 to 4 minutes per side. The first side is going to cook a little bit longer than the second side. So, while you do that, you could, I got a little bit of this funny wine, silly. You can get a little silly with it if you want. We've had that. We opened that bottle of wine about 3 weeks ago, maybe even 4 weeks ago, and just like a quarter of a glass has been sitting at the bottom of the bottle. So if you dare me, I'll actually I'll drink. Here. Even the cork is silly. Let's see. Not bad. It's like Eugene Levy wine. I think it's like Harpo Marx. I wonder if Eugene Levy from the 80s, that look was actually inspired by Harpo Marx. I always thought about that, actually. All right, so we're cooking here. Now, if you do this right, they're not going to stick, and those are not sticking at all. You can give them a little jiggle after a minute or two. Come back here for a second. Cheers to the chef. Cheers. All right, we're back. Now here's what you want to look for. That to me is not dark enough. So we're going to go another minute. We still got some BAMs left, guys. Let's see. What do we got going on in the chat here? Like I said, I really got to hire a producer. Let's talk about what we got coming up on the channel this weekend. We are doing a derryX dine from Donna's Italian. Not from. We got food from there, and it's a good one. I order something that I would never order at an Italian restaurant. All right, here we go. That's perfect. Yeah, you see, that's what you want to see right there. So now I'm not going to ramble too much. In fact, I think I'm going to put this down for a minute so that I do not burn these. But that's looking just like what you want to see. And then I got a pan here with a wire rack. If you don't want to do the wire rack thing, my mom used to do paper towel on a plate. That's just fine too. I just like the wire rack because it you don't sog out the bottom of it. All right. And I think, yeah, we're done. So that's done. We'll throw the next ones on. And while we do that, I got the rest of my essence. You guys ready? Bam! Bam! This is going to be like a Cajun Italian chicken cutlets. Now I like to use some kind of weird seasoning when I do this, like the essence. In addition to seasoned breadcrumbs, the seasoned breadcrumbs have parsley, garlic, a little Romano cheese, some salt, pepper, and then the Emerald's essence is really weird. He really gets weird with it. Salt, paprika, spices. Come on. Dried garlic, dried onion, black pepper, silicon dioxide, natural flavor. Silicon dioxide is a caking agent. Anti-caking. So we will do a taste test in just a moment. Those things just came out of the oil, so it's going to be hot as hell. Hot as hell. Let's see. We got Van Dominic. I feel like you get the best crust when you have a decent amount of grated cheese and the seasoned breadcrumb. That's true, but if you use panko, you can get a really crispy crust too. I think it just depends on how coarse the breadcrumb are. And the cheese definitely helps. I think the cheese gives you the color. Got Brian G. Any unboxings in the near future? So I figure you were asking about toy unboxings. Not for the next couple weeks, maybe one in early to mid March, And of course, we'll bring you back on for that one, Bri. Just giving these a flip. And let's see what else we got here. Roz wire rack, because paper towels are precious. That's absolutely true. You gotta conserve these paper products because people are buying them like crazy. Try to throw up all the comments here. I really appreciate all the comments you guys are leaving tonight. Cheese makes lots of things better. That's true too. Hell yeah. Brian G not using any Sears hot sauce. Yeah, those hot sauces didn't last long in this house. It is what it is. So not everything's going to be great. Take a look what we got here. We're running out of oil in there. So that's as much as I'm going to fry in there. Also, what happens is you see there's kind of like that breadcrumb that's getting a little bit dark. When the breadcrumb gets too dark in there, it's just going to burn to the bottom of it. So I'm just going to pull these out. You see they're nice and ready to go. Looks like I still got some essence here. Bam, 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 bam. All right. I'm trying to balance here. I'm trying to talk loudly for the camera, put on a little performance, and we got a 4-year-old sleeping in the other room. So, all right. I think now it's probably about time to taste this. But I want to get this off the hot burner. I always wanted to taste the whole chicken cutlet like that. This is really hot still. I'm going to give it another second, talk to you guys. And actually, while I'm here, let me see if the camera will reach. So there's our chicken cutlets. You see it took, what, 15 minutes to fry that up? And we breaded one, we fried them up. Less than 15 minutes. So it's like one of those Rachel Ray 30-minute meals, except it's actually going to taste good. No, I'm not knocking Rachel Ray. Rachel Ray is an icon. Do have something to show you guys. If you guys didn't pick up on this, I have a Guy Fieri Funko Pop in my kitchen. So you could, we got emerald pans. We're using emerald essence. I'm talking about Rachel Ray. You could tell I'm obsessed with Food Network. I'm cooking live here. I couldn't be more obsessed with Food Network. Right now, I don't really watch much Food Network, though. Looks like we still got a little bit of the vino, the Eugene Levy. All right. So I always wanted to do this. Just pick up a chicken cutlet. This goes back to the days of my dad's deli. I always wanted to just run behind the counter, pick up a chicken cutlet, and just run and just. So super thin. I need a camera that focuses a little better. Basically, like the essence kind of kicks it up a notch. I like chicken cutlets like this because it really reminds me of childhood. What you can do is what I've done for Noah in the past. I've cut these out into like little dinosaur shapes and made those. You can do like a whole bunch of different things. You can make chicken nuggets. A few weeks ago when I did that hot sauce tasting, I tried to do chicken fries, and they ended up being like chicken choiseaules. Sky's the limit. What I love about this, like I said, it reminds me of childhood. So My mom, like I told you, used to make me this almost every night. I don't know how she didn't go crazy. I would have gone crazy having to cook chicken cutlets for some kid who didn't shut up every single night. Let me check the chat here real quick. Do you ever watch the British baking show? I actually do not watch the British baking show. That's one Netflix show that I haven't really gotten into. What have we watched that I really liked? It's been a while since I've really watched much cooking TV. Honestly, I watch mostly Impractical Jokers and just other creators on YouTube that I follow. We'll see Pat, cousin Pat, wheeze the juice, and we're going to wheeze it again. Let's see here. Before we close up shop. Again, there's a few new people in the chat and in the live stream. Thanks so much for joining tonight. We're practically done with the cooking here, so I really appreciate it. We're just running through some of the things at the end here. Make sure you like this video if you haven't. It really helps to get these videos out to more people. I'm noticing every week the more people are coming into the stream, which is awesome, which is exactly what I want to see. You know, I really appreciate all the support everybody has given me so far. Subscribing obviously helps with that too. Did you know that you could actually hit the bell and it turns a notification on? It'll tell you when I go live. I actually plan on doing some more live stuff that isn't like completely premeditated like this, now that I have the knack for it. It was very daunting at the beginning to figure out like how to do all that stuff. And it's pretty simple. So now I have it figured out and have it down. So what else? Let's see. Got to go to the notes. Again, I got a merch link down below. I have Buy Me a Coffee where you can get 2 of my cookbooks now. One is like Risotto Secrets, which is awesome. That's brand new. Only a couple people have that, so make sure you pick that one up. It's only $5. And then I have a recipe book of all the recipes I did last year that trended on YouTube. What I call trending on YouTube, because for me, even like 50 views is a lot. So I have that. And then I also have a Teespring merch section there where I have some new designs, things that you're going to love. I'm really proud of all of it. Let's see. Brian talking about the British baking show. Laura got him into it. And then wheezing the juice. All right, we're wheezing the juice, guys. We're wheezing the sauce. Just a little vinegary. Let's see here. I think for a chicken cutlet, I think we're going to call it a half hour. So upcoming content, like I said, Donna's Italian Saturday morning. It'll be up before you're up. So make sure you check that out. That's going to be absolutely amazing. Next week, Oreo Takeover Week. And I have a really, really special guest coming on for that. Somebody who knows more about Oreos than I ever even imagined. It's kind of crazy how much she knows about it. We got Brian G. Got to do a show called Cooking with Kanye and play Kanye in the background. That's something that I would totally entertain, except copyright. YouTube is really, really strict about copyright music in videos. Like even like 5 seconds sometimes can get you dinged, and we ain't looking to get shut down for somebody like Kanye West or anybody. I don't need that kind of drama in my life. So again, here's our chicken cutlets. If you want the recipe, I basically have done that in the past. You can rewind to the beginning of this stream if you're catching up. I'm also going to put on the screen here all of my my recipes, my dining reviews. I'll put a link to like what YouTube thinks the best video for you to watch is, and then just a link to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching tonight. I will see you next week, and we're gonna have some Oreos. If you wanna play along with the Oreo game, pick up a variety of Oreos you've never tried before, and we'll taste them together here on the stream. Thanks again for watching. I will talk to you guys next week, and make sure that you watch the videos on the channel here. Thanks a lot. Have an awesome day, awesome weekend.